stay close.
Who the new Tupac, watch cold, but the suit and the shoe hot. I ain't the shit, I'm just proving that you not. Hold up, get a bad boy, bitch.
Really need these locations to be on point. Gotta Dylan Yarrow with me.
We narrowed it down.
Look at
Are you scared of heights? Oh, hell no.
We looking at the clothes, it's furs, it's bedazzled tracksuits, it's shirts, it's jackets, it's a rack full of dope ass clothes.
It was all happening so fast, and you got your happy ass up and went over there and danced with her. So you can't get mad at her abilities just because you found out that her is him. And then you on a show with a bunch of men that are gay. So come on, dude.
Texas up in this thing. Beat you up on this game. Wait is over. The wait is over. Welcome back.
This is commentary, so get out your filth. What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a really good Sunday, y'all. We are back with another review of Bad Boys Los Angeles. This is season 1, episode 11, and the title of this one is all about the business. Y'all, this one was a snooze fest. There was not much to talk about, but just for the sake of consistency, we gonna go ahead and review this thing tonight. If you are new here, I'm your Nesha here back in the cut once again. If you like the video, please do not forget to like the video. It helps your girl out, as well as subscribe with the bell if you're feeling compelled to do that, because I don't know, you made me like the video. This might not be the one to judge off of, but I'm just saying. Now, we started off where we left last week. Y'all know they casting for this video, and that's the Bad Boys anthem song. And so they're casting all of these different people. They want the gays, they want the trans, they want the straights, they want everybody there for the video. Okay, now I guess maybe we're coming to the end of this season. I really do feel like it, because we all know that Kerrion is locked up. Okay, now I don't know if they were still shooting when Kerrion got locked up or what, but he's not there, so it kind of seems like they're dragging out all of these scenes because they don't have nothing else to edit, you know what I mean? So we had that. Now, I do want to go ahead and give 2 updates. Shout out to the YouTuber that provided an update regarding Kerrion Franklin. And he basically said that he's still locked up. Apparently, it's like a $15,000 bond for him. And apparently, I think it's Larry Reed. He wasn't able, him and another guy was not able to get Kerrion out. We don't know if it's because they couldn't come up with the monies, but it's a very low amount, because y'all know it's 10% of that amount to get him out on bond, or if it's something a little bit more complicated than that. I know that there's a Dallas case and everything like that going on, so apparently he's still locked up, okay? And also Milan. Now, y'all remember that Milan... Now, Milan has gone on live with, what's her name? He went on live with Natalie Nunn, and basically he wanted to defend himself. He wanted to call out ZEUS. Y'all know he was singing ZEUS praises. Oh, shout out to Natalie Nunn. You know, they did everything good. They looked out for your boy. I really like them. They're doing great things over at ZEUS. And y'all know I couldn't understand why he was shouting them out, because they're making him look very, very bad. Okay, now I guess after he watched a couple of our reviews, he's like, you know what, they do got me out here looking bad. You know, y'all probably all up in his comment section and stuff like that. And he understands that they did not have his best interest at heart. So he went live. I started to do a reaction video to that, but he did go live with her, and he was basically like not allowing her to talk, but just kept telling her, look, y'all edited this video to make it look like I didn't help my friend and I was out there calling the police. Meanwhile, my friend getting beat up. Y'all know that happened like hours apart, but the way that y'all put it in order was like, he getting beat up, I'm over here in the bushes. I jumped across the gate to go to the neighbor's house. By the way, that's a very unsafe. They could have put a couple of them things in you, okay? But he jumped across the thing, went over there to call the popo. All of that happened like hours apart. Y'all know it wasn't like that. Why did y'all edit it that way? And Natalie is saying she didn't have anything to do with it, but he's saying you are the executive director. You did have something to do with it. She's still saying that it's not her fault that they edited the way that they did, and they wouldn't have the scenes if y'all didn't give it to them. But what he's saying is, yes, you guys have the scenes, it's him. He's not denying that it's him. What he's saying is that y'all put it in order in a messy way to make it look like he was lame. And y'all probably did that because y'all were upset that he did not want to go with the continually fighting everybody in the house type theme, okay? And y'all needed something to talk about. Apparently, y'all can't get the viewers if y'all don't have a mess. It is very evident because when there's not much going on the show, people ain't really watching the reviews. People ain't even watching the show, okay? So I'm just saying y'all need to do better, and it don't necessarily have to be a bunch of fighting. Y'all can come up with another creative way. Look into y'all comment section, see what it is that the people want to see, and give it to them. Okay, but for y'all to sit up here and create drama and mess, and there's like a real-time beef going on between him, Jonathan, and Rio, whatever, it's just crazy. Milan, I still feel like even though they edited a certain way, you was a little bit scared. Okay, he came in there with the energy you wasn't prepared for. So I do still feel like you were a little bit scared, but at the end of the day, they did do you wrong. That's enough for the updates. Let's go ahead and get into this snooze fest, all right? Now, we started off with the girl on the table dancing, jumping up and down like well, maybe she did. Oh, maybe she was covered by the insurance that the cast have on set, because girl, I felt like you was about to break that table and you was gonna go down with it, okay? But anyway, she did get her spot on the table and on the video. So they was dancing. You saw Moolah. He got up. He was dancing with the girl. Ooh, child. Later on, we found out that the girl that he was dancing with was a trans, and that made him want to. It literally looked like he was sick. Like he wanted to vomit right then and there. And I need y'all to let me know down below how y'all feel about a transsexual coming there dancing on a straight guy. I already know y'all feel like Milan ain't straight. I mean, Moolah ain't straight. Okay, I know y'all feel like he not straight, but I'm just saying. As it appears on the show, he's telling y'all that he is. How do y'all feel about a transsexual not identifying themselves as a transsexual but dancing on him? Because he really did like her, okay? Until he found out that her is him. That is now her. Everybody was pretty much, you know, getting good scores. And then at one point, Moolah is like, look, we can't keep giving everybody good scores. We need to, we need to get down to the nitty gritty about who we gonna pick and stuff like that. We can't really judge off of these scores because y'all judging everybody high. But then we found out later on that that wasn't necessarily true, because while everybody else was fairly judging, you, Moolah, and Curtis were judging the men lower than the women because that's not your thing, okay? Which is not fair, because we need there to be a balance on the video. Moolah and Curtis got up and left because Dylan he judged somebody with a 1. It was like a little duo. And that guy decided to come and dance on Moolah, not Moolah, but he decided to come dance on Dylan because Dylan said that he wasn't giving enough attitude, so he wanted to force the attitude and force the vote. However, he ended up getting a 2, so he didn't really do much of anything, okay? But while Dylan is getting danced on, you saw Moolah and Curtis get up and walk away, but they did not stop looking, okay? Just thought I'd say that. Kerrion they decide to let Kerrion be the creative, I don't know, like, because he has an eye for art, apparently. They wanted him to go out there and look for the location. And I'm like, okay, I mean, let's see what Kerrion's able to give. The 2 locations that he did go out there and look at, I guess I don't have the vision, okay? I don't got it. I think the vision that Kerrion had even for this video didn't go through, because they end up being in a damn warehouse. So we decide, since nobody can really come up with the girls that they want, there's no fair amount, there's no balance. Well, I think it was Milan that decided, let's do this. The people that actually have a verse, they get to decide what girls or guys are in their verse, okay? So this is where they decided to go with the trans, where Moolah, he was just like, nah, I don't want her in any other video, because I felt like she wasn't honest and there should have been rules in place for this. But you really can't say that. I mean, nobody forced you to get up and go over there and dance with her. You did that on your own. Even though I understood where he was coming from, at the end of the day, it was all happening so fast, and you got your happy ass up and went over there and danced with her. So you can't get mad at her abilities just because you found out that her is him. And then you're on a show with a bunch of men that are gay. So come on, dude. Now, meanwhile, Kerrion, Gutta, and Dylan, they're supposed to be out coming up with the locations. We had the first location over by some freeway with the graffiti over by the freeway. They say it was a dam over there. Wasn't much going on. You did have a biker over there. And Gutta wasn't really feeling it. Gutta wasn't feeling much of anything, I guess, per Relly's words. He doesn't even like people. No, it wasn't Relly, it was Anthony. Doesn't even like people. That makes sense. It just wasn't giving. I guess it takes a special person to be able to go out there and have the vision of what you want the video to look like in order to bring everything together, okay? I'm just not that person. I wasn't really feeling it. The second location, Gutta didn't get out. He said he was sleepy or tired or whatever, or scared of heights. So he stayed in the van. Meanwhile, Dylan and Kerrion, they go out there, they look at it. This is Mulholland Drive or whatever. It looked nice, but I don't think it was the place. Moving over to Moolah, who is sitting down with Curtis, and he looks stressed out. This is the bad boy life. This is bad boy shit. And he's saying that, you know, this comes with the territory. What is it, Nesha? What comes with the territory? Well, the fact that he's being racially profiled, he believes, because he is a dealer. And apparently in New York, as a dealer, you can, even though the tent is illegal, you can transport vehicles that are, I guess, deemed illegal as far as like tent and things are like that. You can do that from auction to maintenance, from maintenance to the yard or wherever you're taking the vehicle. You can legally do that as a dealer with a valid certificate. He is an entrepreneur. He is a businessman. He should not have any issue. But one day he was going to pick up he had picked up the vehicle from the auction, and the vehicle had tent, I guess, all around. I don't know if it's like a percentage thing or if it's zilch, no tent. Okay, I want to say it might be one of those things where it's like 75% or less is illegal, maybe. But according to him, you know, tent is illegal in New York. He had this tent. He was pulled over. He explained to the guy that I am a dealer. I am legally able to do this, transport the vehicle. The officer wasn't hearing it. He wasn't getting anywhere. I'm assuming this officer was white. He says that he requested that a supervisor come to the scene because he says he was treated unfairly. The supervisor comes, backs up his story, says yes, he's able to do what it is that he's doing. Now, when the supervisor left, Moolah is telling us that the officer proceeded to give him a ticket, even though the supervisor told him, no, you're not going to give him a ticket. Now, that to me is a red flag because, first of all, the supervisor, if I'm not mistaken, outranks the deputy or the constable or the sheriff, whomever it is that's pulling the person over, okay? So I might need to reach out to a few people that I know that's in the force and ask them, is this even legal? Like, can they do that? If your supervisor tells you no, can you then go above your supervisor and do whatever in the hell you want to do? Because if I'm not mistaken, I think your supervisor needs to look at everything that you, every person that you write up, every citation that you issued. I say write up like they're in school or at work or some shit. But I think they need to review everything, every citation that you issued that day. So if I told you no and then that citation comes to my desk, I should immediately disregard that. If y'all know down below, let me know. So anyway, so he's saying that the guy, the rookie, proceeded to go ahead and give him the ticket anyway, even though the supervisor told him not to. And so then they end up going to court. He says that he had got the ticket thrown out, but that I couldn't understand this part, because he said the ticket was thrown out, but then that he still had to go to court and the officer didn't show up, so automatically the ticket should have been thrown out. But it wasn't. The judge decided to proceed to trial regarding this, irrespective of all the evidence that Moolah had in support of him being a businessman, being able to legally do whatever it was that he did. Even though he had all those things backing him, the lawyer, or he didn't have a lawyer, I guess, at that point, but the judge still decided to move on to trial. So now he has to appeal the decision, I believe, possibly get a lawyer, and he just feels like he was racially profiled, and they start talking about being young, black, oppressed in America. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm a little ignorant to all that, so I really can't speak on it. It just sounds a little odd to me, but he said he'd been in business 6 years, so it isn't his first rodeo, and so he knows that he has to fight this and do whatever it is that he has to do. The stylist comes. Well, the stylist, it happens to be one of the girls that did come and dance for the video, but they voted against her. So now the stylist is there trying to style them, but this is the same person that y'all didn't want, so it's a little bit awkward, especially because they thought she was a crackhead and it was calling her crackhead. They do like a lot of the fits that she came with. However, it wasn't fitting their vision of what they wanted the video to look like. According to Milan, it was supposed to be like a bank robbery scene type situation, running from the police, stuff like that. And the looks that they were given, besides the furs that they did have, it just wasn't really working for them. That's pretty much it. That's where we ended. They did show us a preview of next episode, and basically, you know, it kind of looked like it's coming together in that garage, in that warehouse, wherever the hell they are. It looked like it's coming together, you know what I mean? Everybody happy. They got their people in their scenes, and it looks nice, okay? So I guess that's what we got to look for. Maybe next week is the finale. You know, at this point, y'all don't got much else to talk about. Get into the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this episode. Let me know what you thought about the video, and do not forget to hit the like button if you did not do that already. Until next time, y'all. Bye.
I'm ready to go. This tea is super hot. I'm about to rush. I'm back, 3 feet, no pressure.